getting cuffed is serious. You made it sound like, oh, it was nothing. It wasn't bad. I mean,
I know. I was
It's not like
throw it
a
in the back of the cop
process.
car.
Yeah.
Had a
the
knee in the
worst
back.
case scenario for you, dude.
Just had a gun to the back of my head, but it wasn't that.
Dog bit off my arm, but I sewed it right back on.
I think I've been in the back of 2 cop cars and
Fuck!
just one time cuffing, but not like put in the car.
Like real cuffs or like the bands?
No, like real like
Metal.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. You're tuning into Can't Tell Us Nothing. Yeah, the sounds you're hearing are the sounds of Can't Tell Us Nothing, a improv foursome out of Houston, Texas. In Can't Tell Us Nothing, you have such talents such as John.
Yo.
You get talents like Tandy.
What?
You get invisible people like Amici. Oh, there he is.
Shadow, and this is me.
He's always preceded by a shadow, and then he shows up. Very creepy. That's Amici, and the 4 of us Can't Tell Us Nothing. And what you're tuning into, what this show is we take opinions, topics, discussions, turn into improv scenes right on the spot, right in front of your eyes or ears, and then get back to the discussion. We're over Zoom right now, so if you're not watching this, go ahead, check it out on Facebook or YouTube. But welcome to the show. Today, we're actually talking about a couple of different things. We were first talking about high school. Then we started talking about interactions with the cops because John had a few that came to his mind, and I mentioned that I had a few, a few minor ones. But I think we'll talk about it. So I'll go ahead and start with the first one that comes to my mind.
Okay.
And again, nothing crazy, right? So back in high school, and around that high school time, this is the first time I remember being in the back of a cop car. Around that high school time, I rolled with a crew of skateboarders, right? I skateboarded. There's actually a deck on this wall, but I can't really show it. That's from work, but
What's the deck? The board part?
Yeah, the wooden board part. That's my camera. But yeah, we rolled with a crew of skateboarders, and we were skateboarding at this like temple thing. It was like there was no one there. It was just we were looking for stairs. That's what skateboarders look for. They look for stairs and ledges and things you can jump off and on. And there were a bunch of stairs at this like temple that no one was at. So we went in there. We were skateboarding around. And all of a sudden, cops show up. What are you kids doing there? Shouldn't be in there. Back in those days. I remember this vividly. Back in those days, I had a video camera that I carried with me because I do a lot of the filming, and I had a satchel I carried in, and the cops took the satchel from me, and I was like, "Hey," and they said, "Oh, I don't know, you might have an AK-47 in here." And I was like, "AK-47," and they're like, "Hey, man."
In a satchel.
It's like this little thing, but it doesn't. I know he was getting at, but it's just like the thought that it could hold an AK-47 just like confused me for a hot second. But essentially, gave us a little talking to, and then they put us in the back of a cop car and rode us back to our apartment complex. And like there was probably like 5 of us, and they loaded all 5 of us into the back of that cop car. And car pulled us back.
That's it.
They let us out
with a warning or conversation. Well, why'd they take you home and they didn't just let you skate or roll your way back there? What was the purpose of the
I
ride?
think they just wanted us to be sure that we didn't go immediately back there or something.
So they stuck around outside your house, made sure nobody left.
And they put a stake out. No, not quite. I don't know. Just wanted to. I think they just wanted to give us, the experience of being in the back of a car.
So you actually think that they were like? It sounds like you think they were bored. Decided to pick you guys up like on some super bad stuff.
They said someone called about us. They said, some people hanging out at the temple or whatever.
Oh, whoever called, that is snitch of the decade, man.
Who did not want some kids skating around a holy place?
A temple. Come on.
A temple. Come on, man.
Did you say it was unused?
I'm saying there was no one there.
It was closed at the time.
It was closed. It was closed.
But it was closed. Didn't disrespect God. It was no one in there.
God wasn't here. He left for the day.
God isn't in there. I was skateboarding all over the cross. I didn't see nowhere.
We cut to a museum. We cut to a museum. All right, John. We're in dire straits. Okay, we got to make some money here. What I'm thinking is, down in the Egypt room where we've got all of the sarcophagi, kind of down in that the step down area. I'm thinking of filling that area with water, and we can open up like a pool, and people can come through and they can swim. We charge a fee. Hey, look at the look at the sarcophagi, and take a dip here in the Egypt room. I mean,
Tandy, I love where you're going with that idea. The problem I'm seeing with it is the water. I mean, how are we gonna manage that water, man? It's gonna be everywhere. What if we were just gonna do a haunted house? You know what I'm saying? We can hang in the sarcophagi. We put ourselves up. We just jump out and act like we're gonna throw them in the tombs, and we don't have to clean up any water afterwards.
I hadn't even thought about that. I was really, I was kind of fixated on a pool party, but your idea sounds good. Whatever we do, we just need to make money here. We don't use this museum 24 hours a day. We're only open.
What if we did the pool party first, and then we can do we can do the haunted house first, and then we can do the pool party second.
Oh my gosh, like a haunted house pool party?
Yes, man. I've never heard of that.
Absolutely fantastic, man.
Think about that. Who ain't gonna want to slide off the T-Rex back into the pool? That's gonna be awesome.
And then, if somebody, gets real scared, we can be like, hey, calm down. Just go take a dip in the pool. All right. Come back when you're done, and come on back in through the haunted house. Yeah, man.
And we can charge an all-day access pass.
Oh my gosh, they come in first for the museum to see it for real, and then stay later and play in it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to figure out how to make these spaces multi-use. We can't just close it down at the end of the day, and that what good is that, right?
All right, look, I don't know. I just tweeted that we having a party tonight, so we got to do something with this museum. Okay, I 10,000 followers, man.
You just tweeted in the seconds we were just talking about this?
Listen, I just make snap decisions, okay? That's how I live my life.
Wow.
I live at the edge. That's why I at the museum, so I can learn about history, so I ain't got to think about what I'm going to do in the future. I just react.
Wow.
We about to have a party tonight, son. We about to get paid.
Okay. Got it. Well, let me start filling up the pool. I got some cups. I'll go back and forth from the bathroom, getting water out the sink, and I'll start filling up. What you gonna do to make this more of a haunted house, though? What's your deal? What's your idea?
Well, I was gonna take some of the wax figures, and I was gonna start lining them up, and then I was gonna stand in the corner, so they think I'm a wax figure, and I was just gonna jump out at them.
That's it. That's all we got?
Yeah.
We cut to a meeting with their boss, who owns and runs the museum, like a week later. Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about your recent ideas to get more people in here.
Yeah.
We've been doing great numbers. I mean, we've never been as popular. This art museum has never been this popular.
Wow.
Yeah, well done.
Excited. Thanks.
Yeah. You know,
Go ahead.
thinking, can we get a raise?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you know, you're the reason that people are coming in. So yeah, you can have a raise and a promotion as well.
Thank you, man. Oh my God, that was so, yes, yes. Whew.
Man, John, you are right. You're fantastic. You study history so you can make snap decisions. We started out with nothing. Now we got money. Say, man, I mean, I know we're here in the museum, but what other ideas do you have?
We cut to later that night. There's a huge line outside of the door of the museum. They got the bouncer. They got the velvet rope. They got a guy in the front talking to a bouncer. Hey, man, you got to get me in. I'm here. I got my lady with me. I told her I'm going to show her the night of her life at the art museum. She ain't never been to a museum.
I'm sorry, bro.
Man.
You can't get in with them shoes, man.
What? These are the same shoes Van Gogh's wearing in that painting, man. These are the Van Gogh originals.
I'm gonna need $100 if I let you in.
Oh man, you're gonna do this right in front of her.
You know, she can come in though.
Oh, she can go in without me? We're on the date. You wouldn't go in without me, right?
Yeah.
Saying that. Oh, okay.
What?
I was about to say.
I mean, you talked it up so much. I gotta go in.
All right. You go in there. You go in there, and I'll meet you in there. So what?
I was gonna say you don't want to miss what's going on in there. They just got Justin Bieber. He performing in the pool with the dinosaurs and stuff. Man, it's getting.
Oh, he's with the dinosaurs in the pool.
He's with the dinosaurs in the pool, man.
Oh, you got to go see.
I want to change them shoes or give me $100.
Well, go ahead and go in there, and I'll meet you in there. I just gotta talk to my man real quick. Now you know I'm an art lover. You know this, man. You know I was donating to this museum months ago. You know I stopped for a while, but I'm back. You know, and you just let me in. You know, put me on that donor list. And
listen, man, you don't want to go in there now, man.
You just told me Justin Bieber is performing on top of dinosaurs right now.
Dude, you just let your girlfriend go into that museum. It's over. She's probably didn't have sex with like 20 guys by now.
Why would you even say that to me? Why would you even say that?
It's my job. It's my job to make sure the hot babes get in the museum. All right? That way when we snapping photos on social media and John tweets, it looks like it's packed. And then we have a long line out here, and I'm arguing with guys like you all night. So that's all I'm doing, bro. I'm sorry I had interference with you.
Look, here's 100, man. We cool? Let me just get in on this.
I'm gonna go see the 50, man. I can't take the green hundreds. I need the blue one, man.
What?
I can't take this green $100 bill, man. I can only take the blue ones.
What are you talking about right now? You saying my money's no good here? You want me to use the museum bucks you got in there?
Sure, if you got some on you.
I got to get in to get the...
You know what, man? I'll cut you. Listen, your girlfriend's probably at like 80 dudes right now, so just go ahead. Just go ahead and just go see what's going on, man. Go ahead. I ain't even gonna charge you.
He goes inside. Next person in line walks up.
I ran here all the way from, I ran here all the way from work. I was trying to get in before the cutoff time. Said after 10:30. Ladies aren't free anymore, and I know it's ladies' night. You guys are just getting all the ladies in, right?
Yep,
right.
That's right. That's right.
Whew.
Do you have any ID on you?
What? No, I don't need ID. I'm lady. I just want to get in. I'm just trying to.
I don't know that though. I really don't know that. I don't know if you're a lady or not with an ID. I can't tell you. Hey, those are the rules.
Come on, it's 10:28. You got, all right, look, I think you're just stalling me because you want me to pay more money. I'm just trying to get in free. I know ladies are free tonight. Come on.
I'm not trying to get your money. Listen, these are rules, okay? This is the most popping museum in the city. You don't let anybody in. I don't know if like what you're doing. You could be somebody trying to steal our artwork or something. I need to see an ID.
Are you serious? You think a thief would run here 2 minutes before the cutoff time to get in and steal artwork when I'm just trying to get in free? I mean, a thief would pay to come in. They wouldn't even
I think a thief would want to try to do something that I don't think he would ever do.
What?
She would ever do. And that sounds exactly like what you just explained.
It's 10:29, please. I don't have.
I know, you better hurry up and get that ID. I can't hold the line, but I can hold the line. You get me?
Well, can I? What about my work ID? Is this good? Is this good? Is this
Does it
good?
prove that you are a lady?
It says Lindsey Jones on it, and isn't that proof enough?
I went to high school and played football with him.
Ah.
He was a fullback.
Oh my God.
Surprisingly.
Man.
You don't have any way to prove that.
I just showed you my work ID. What?
I'm sorry. I can't go off of that, ma'am. I've been burned before.
It's 10:30. I ran all the way from work, and now I can't get in for free.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Welcome, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's about to go on.
Oh no, I don't have any options. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. How about this?
Oh, good.
I'll let you in.
Yeah.
I'll let you in.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Go right in and take a left. You won't get to see the Justin Bieber concert, but at least you'll be in the museum. Okay?
Well, I guess. Thanks a lot.
All right. Boy, oh boy.
She goes in and she stands in. There's a line of people in front of her. Hey, excuse me, what's this line for? Isn't this like a haunted house?
Oh, we got to show our ID to get into the Justin Bieber part.
Insane. That's an interesting conundrum. Like in the age we're in now, you can't be assuming gender. How does ladies' night work? Can't just go assuming that's a lady or not a lady.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, not even joking, but that seems like a reasonable, like, you see ID. That's what I can gauge off that, right? if you are, you probably identified on there, and that kind of eliminates that, question that a lot of us don't know how to really project.
Before we go to one of John's stories, I want to ask either you or Tandy or Michi, do you guys have like speeding ticket or something like that? Jaywalking?
Yeah. Oh yeah, stuff like that for sure. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
For sure.
What was your worst ticket? Like the one that you like, you were guilty, you went too fast or past red light or something like that.
You know what? The speeding ticket story that one was kind of boring. I mean, because there was nothing. I was just on the street. I got a ticket. Nothing. But
regular old
I think
ticket.
my favorite. I'll say when police stopped me. There we go. My favorite police stop story was me and my group of friends were all going to Essence Festival, right? And so 3 of them, had already planned. They taken off work and they were gonna, they drove up a day before and they were gonna spend 3 or 4 days there. Well, I couldn't get off work, and I said, no, I can't go. But then they called me from Essence and they're like, we are having the best time. This is so much fun. Oh my God, I can't believe you're missing. And I was like, oh no, I can't take off work. And they were like, well, what about, because we had another friend who couldn't go. And they were like, well, why don't y'all just come up after work on Friday? And then, you can at least be here for some time. We got the hotel, blah, blah, blah. And so I talked to my friend. I was like, hey, we can do this. Let's just, drive overnight. We'll leave Friday. Yeah, like late Friday night. And then we'll get there early Saturday morning. And she's like, yeah, it's such a great idea. So I was like, what we're going to do is when we get off work, we're just going to go to sleep and wake up at midnight. We'll be refreshed. And then we'll get on the road and go to New Orleans. So nobody could fall asleep, of course, between 5 and midnight. But anyway, we set off on New Orleans, late night from Austin to New Orleans in, I think, Columbus. I think it was Columbus. We're driving and police just pull us over. And we're like, what's going on? What's going on? So they come up to the car, they shine all the lights. like, what are you guys doing? Where are you going? You know, ask for our information. Where are you going? Oh, we're on our way to New Orleans, to the Essence Fest. And he's just looking all in the car, looking all around. I guess, you know, he figured it's 2 women. He's like, okay, well, all right, no problem. But I guess, you know, they stopped us. But the most interesting part of that story was we set off on a journey at midnight, like we were Greyhound drivers, like we were used to driving all night long. And it was the worst trip ever. What should have taken about, 8 hours or more, took about 12 because we kept falling asleep and we had to pull over. And then we'd like switch like 30 minutes. It was like, I'm tired of driving, it's your turn. And you drive, and you look at the other person sleeping, it's like, wake up, I can't keep driving now, I'm too tired. It was terrible, a terrible, terrible trip. But I just remember getting stopped by the cops on that trip. That was it.
When you guys got there, did you like just immediately go to sleep? Like,
of course, I spent the whole day sleep, so you couldn't even enjoy anything. So that was Friday night. We got there early Saturday. So we spent all day Saturday sleep. And I think we kind of woke up around like Saturday night or something, you know, did a couple of things. And then we had Sunday and then left Monday. It was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, you didn't even enjoy the trip thoroughly. But yeah, cops stopped us. I was like, what do they think? We're running drugs? People can't drive at midnight. Why would you pull over, you know, a car? We're just driving. We weren't speeding, nothing. Just
he was probably going to sleep, and he was like, I need to pull them over.
I need to stay awake.
Over. Next car, I'm pulling over. I just got to do something. Get my heart jumping to something. Yeah, man.
We cut to 2 cops on a stakeout. Man, I'm so sleepy right now. We got to do something to stay awake, man. This coffee is not working. I was so excited for the stakeout, but I couldn't sleep before this.
No, it was our first stakeout, you know, and I couldn't sleep either the night before. I was just staying up all night, practicing staring at the wall like it was suspect, you know.
Yeah, I was messing around with the goggles and the binoculars, like just night vision on, night vision off, night vision on, like just trying to get a real sense of like how to turn that thing on and off. And
yeah, I ran like miles, you know, just in case we had to run a guy down.
You did what?
I ran like 5 miles.
You ran 5 miles?
Yeah, I wanted to see if, you know, a guy runs out of that house. I got to know how I could run at 4 in the morning. You know, I'm tired as hell now, but I got pretty good shape.
Yeah, I was shouting for a lot of the night. I was just like working on my vocal range just in case I need to call something in or shout from the car. Like I was just like in my room.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, as long as I could.
Man.
And my voice is a little tired as well.
Yeah. My eyes are real tired, man. You're going to have to be the eyes for us, man, because you know, my eyes are really, really burning right now. I couldn't tell if there was a guy in the house or not. I don't even know if this is a tree I'm looking at. Is it waving at me?
I could try to be the eyes right now, man, but I got to tell you, like, my eyelids feel like they weigh like 20, 30, 50 pounds. Like, I'm struggling right now. Like maybe if I listen, like maybe if I can close my eyes and I can rely on my hearing.
I'm gonna close my eyes too and see if that works.
See if I can hear the suspect possibly moving inside the building.
Man.
Look, you go to sleep. I'll take the first shift, and like in 30 minutes, I'll wake you up.
All right, that works for me. Yeah.
Got to the police station the next day. What do you mean both of you guys fell asleep and the suspect got away?
You left us on the windshield, man. I
don't know what happened. I was, you know, it was his shift. You know, I was getting some shut eye in. You know, we're taking a rotation, and the sun was shining at some point. That's all I know. Like
shining at some point.
The sun shined and it hit me in the eye, and I woke up and I had a really good night's sleep. Tell you what, I feel ready to chase the perp down today.
Well, Chief, I was really looking in the direction of the suspect. I tried to fix my face, even though I was asleep, to let him think I was looking at him with my shades on, but I guess, it didn't work.
Yeah, we both had our shades on to make it look like, just in case. Like, we rested our eyes for too long.
Yeah.
With the things that we're looking right at.
We had our guns in our hands. With the sunglasses.
Well, he got away. So I guess you guys
He's pretty smart. He's pretty smart.
Hiding out at a farm, a sheep farm.
A sheep farm?
They're gonna say guys have to stake it out tonight. So make sure
we're ready.
Oh yeah.
We're ready. We got that good night's sleep. I'm gonna go home and practice for the stakeout. And we're gonna go to the sheep farm. We're gonna catch them. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch the barn. We're gonna watch the silo. We're gonna watch those sheep. We're gonna catch them.
Yeah, he good, Chief. We got him. He's good as God.
Cut to the sheep farm. Man, these sheep jump a lot, man.
Man.
Like, it looks like there's just like fences in there for them to jump over. Like, I've never seen that before. Yo, how many sheep do you think are in there?
I stopped counting after 2. Nodding off. My eyes baggy again, man. So much white. It's just all blending in the same.
I know, but like, I feel like we should know the count of these sheep. So just in case one goes missing or something, like maybe the perp tries to ride away on it, or we gotta know. So I think we gotta count these sheep. Tell you what, I'll take the first 10, and then you get some shut eye, and I'll pass it to you when I reach 10, and you'll get the next 10.
All right.
And then we'll trade off.
It sounds like a plan. Hold on, let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, let me get my gun out. Insane.
I wonder if there's ever been a cop that's been fired because he fell asleep at a stakeout. Okay. That was so funny.
I wonder.
I'm sure it's happened.
It has to. Oh my God. He just notoriously just kept falling asleep. He got fired. That's so embarrassing.
Why? That you can't stay? Yeah. If you can't stay up for a night job, what's the point?
All right, John. What's one of the stories you got?
I'll tell a very interesting one where I had some privilege. When I was in college, my sophomore year, whenever you have you're almost kind of you're not in charge of freshmen, but your accountabilities that kind of help the freshman players come in and integrate well. Taking them parties and kind of teach them how not to behave. One night I picked up 2 of the guys that I was closest with, and they were drunk. And of course, I'm driving them back to the dorm room, and the cop pulls us on. And we all were 21 years old, well under age. The cop comes up. We don't know what to say because, we're I'm not drunk, but I'm these guys are getting in trouble. And then I got to go talk to this coach about how I let this happen. The guy walks up to us, rolls the window down. He sees the whatever we had on, signal when we were athletes. And then he talks to us about his high school football days and how, good he was, but he was as good as what he could be, and why he wasn't as good. And then sometimes, after about 3 minutes, we just kind of yeah, he ain't about to arrest us, man. This dude is, whatever, Then he ends it with basically being yeah, and me and Coach Hoke go way back, man. So, you guys are good guys. So I ain't going to let Coach Hoke know about this. We didn't even get to say anything, by the way. Yeah, and then he let us go. And, the guys were clearly hammered. You could smell it on them, and they were fresh, 18, 19. It would have been a story. He would have had, all this, but he chose to be a football fan instead. So,
yeah, that football. It's powerful.
It's super powerful, man. The guy of football he got some perks.
Yeah. It does.
And I've had a state championship ring. My high school football state championship ring got me out of a license suspension in high school. And I went to court and everything. My mom was with me. True story. And my mom was supposed to braid my hair, but something happened. So I had to end up going to court with this big afro. And only because I had a state championship ring. She was like, you should wear this ring. You should look, make yourself look whatever. The guy asked me about the ring and knew that we had some football game coming up this Friday and literally told me he'll let me have my license back as long as we beat Alter, which we ended up not beating. And it got me out of like where everyone else is getting their license taken. He was just like, oh, he's a football player. Right on. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. You're doing something good, Yeah, football privileges, man.
We got to a traffic stop. A guy's been pulled over by a cop who knocks on the window, buzzes it down. Hey, do you know why I pulled you over?
Feel like probably because it was my taillight. I got my taillight fixed or anything.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh,
You were doing 70 in a 30 mile per hour zone.
Oh yeah. You've heard of me though, right? You know who I am.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not an accountant. I see your briefcase right next to you.
Absolutely. You seen the billboards of my accountant?
Yeah.
Get your taxes done in a quickie GIF. Huh?
Tax season's coming up.
I know.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm getting quicker too, man. I'm getting fast.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I used to be an accountant.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was pretty good with numbers, man, back in the day. But a couple tunnel on my wrist,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gotta use that tiger balm. You gotta put the tiger balm on your knuckles. It helps.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, this has been an honor, man. Like, meeting somebody just, who handles so many tax returns.
Well, it's an important job,
Yeah.
I mean, I have control over how many people the IRS, comes and audits. You need time. You're a cop, If you come and arrest somebody for tax evasion, they're going to jail.
Right.
We cut to a home where a little boy is getting ready for school. All right, son, I know today is accounting day, and you guys can bring your briefcases.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy got you, Jeffrey the accountant got his briefcase. You're going to be sporting Jeffrey this year. Here it is. Jeffrey accountant briefcase for you.
Did you iron my bow tie?
Yes, I did. I got the bow tie. I got the suspenders. Oh, look inside. Open up the briefcase.
Oh, okay.
Texas Instrument scientific calculator. Yes, I did.
What?
We are going all out. I'm so happy for you. You've done so well this year.
I'm going to be able to check everybody's work.
You're going to be the best little accountant. I hope they have a contest at the school to see who's best dressed accountant.
We cut to the school. Excuse me, class. Sure you guys are not aware, but I'm here to tell you that the Jeffrey the Accountant costume contest is no longer going to happen this year.
What?
Yeah, we've got a couple of letters from the parents. Some of our Caucasian students showing up in blackface. Jeffrey the Accountant didn't go so well. So instead, we're going to do some training, some inclusion training.
Oh, no. I don't even understand what that means. This is 5th grade.
Yeah, bear with me, 5th grade. This is mandated by the state now. So Eileen, the inclusion wizard, is going to come in and speak to you guys about diversity and inclusion.
Does she do magic? Will there be any tricks?
I think she does. I think she does.
Did she bring her taxes?
I'm sure that she can make the taxes appear in front of you guys. I've seen some of her shows are pretty good. All right, give it up for Eileen the Wizard.
Hope she makes a 1099 appear.
Without schedule ears, see, please.
And
And scene.
Do schedules go up that high? Where do we stop? E? Oh yeah, I guess A, B, C. I forgot.
excuse moi.
Nice.
Oh man.
Amici, any car chases or?
Car chase.
Yeah, you know, I've been pulled over a couple of times, and I've also been a passenger when a friend's been pulled over.
An accomplice, I believe they call it.
I guess a recent one I guess the most recent one was here in Houston. I was just like out with a friend one night, and we were kind of near Washington, and we had stopped at a stop sign, and then he made a right turn, I think, onto Washington, and then immediately like the police car like lights start flashing, get pulled over. The cop like comes to the window, and basically we're just upset that my friend had like turned in front of him. But like, didn't you see me? Like, no. All right, get out of here. It was like such a waste of time. Like,
it was like, oh.
Yeah, everyone else just honks their horn. He has to like pull us over and have.
That would have been funny if you guys would have had like, you know, all the big goggles and glasses and shit. You see him?
His Coke bottle glasses this big.
That felt like an asshole. Or old ladies or something. Dang, that's
so for me, the another time, I was early in college, I want to say, or this might have been somewhere between high school and college. All I know is I was into parkour, and I started in the skateboarding days. I brought it to my skateboarding crew, but also branched out to some other groups that I met online, and went to like parkour meetups and stuff. And went to this one meetup that was on the UH campus. One of the students there, you know, saw some spots that would be good to jump from and hang from and whatnot. So we were there, and we're jumping around doing parkour stuff. It's I would say a multicultural group. You got people of all shades. But at some point we get stopped by like a security guard, like on a bike, right? Like, hey, you guys can't be jumping around this. This is school property, this and that. Are you guys students here? Like, no, this, that guy. We're not. All right, well, you guys need to leave. So we're like, all right, we'll get out of here. Head back to the parking lot where our car is. And one of us gets the bright idea. It's like, hey, why don't we parkour back to our cars? We're like, sure. Why not? It's the fastest way to travel. So we take off running. We're jumping on things and we're running. And by the time we make it to where, like, if you're familiar with UH, they have like this big street kind of in the middle of the campus, and one of the visitor parking lots is over here. We're like crossing the big street, running to the parking lot, and all of a sudden we see these cop cars like parked sideways. And if my memory is correct, they had their guns out and they were like, freeze. And we're like, whoa. What? And we put our hands up. They're like, get down on the ground. All right, we get down on the ground. Guy comes over, like cuffs us. And he's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys running? We're like, we're doing parkour. We're going back to our cars. We go give them the whole explanation, like why we're running through the campus. But yeah, they after you know the explanation and the talk, they uncuffed us, made sure we got back in our cars, and we drove away. And I think they followed us off the campus as well as we drove off.
Gosh.
What did they expect y'all to say? Got done robbing the cafeteria, you know.
Oh, the drink is up.
The drink is up. Tell me what you did, because you're going to jail.
You got me.
Oh, was it for that meddling security guard? No, that's crazy. Hardcore.
I'd like to say you're the king of understatement, Antoine. You are the king of understatement.
Nothing happened.
I know, but
True that.
check these stories.
Those are just the random cop engagements. That should be a show. Time when cops like randomly mess with people and it turns out that was the wrong person. That could be a show. That's the whole show. Speaking practical jokers for cops.
Just got it wrong.
I've called the cop several times. If in a different world, I'd be the lady like, yeah, they're making too much noise. Come on.
Karen.
I mean, I'm not her. I don't do that. But I've had to call them because I had I know I told y'all about my peeping Tom. Years ago when I was getting ready for work early in the morning, guy, I'm getting out of the shower and the glass in the bathroom is all frosted or whatever. And I just happened to turn my head and I just see this face pressed up against the glass. And I just run through the house, just going crazy. My daughter wakes up, I'm yelling and I'm standing at the door like first he's gonna press his face and then he's gonna come through the front door and I'm standing there like I'm a karate chop him. I'm ready for him. Just come in. And after about 20 minutes of standing there and he doesn't come in, then I call my neighbor and then I call the police. We wait hours. Like this happened before daylight. By the time the police get there, it's daylight. So wait hours for the police to come. Guy finally gets there, takes the story. And then he says, I'm gonna go around the house and look for evidence. And I was like, what? He's like, I'm gonna look for evidence. And I was like, what? Exactly. And he's like, evidence.
Oh, God. He's looking for it?
And I was like, oh.
Puts a pin in it. Yep.
And then I thought, yeah.
Give it Tom.
You still got it. You got it. He's looking for evidence, girl. You got it. You may not be striking it with the regular dudes, but you got it with the peeping Toms. This guy thought that there was evidence around their house in the grass where the peeping Tom was. Anyway, yeah. So that was my other one. Oh, and then the time when they broke into my house, but of the 4 times that they broke in, my neighbor called while it was in progress. So by the time I got home, they caught the guys. And so the cop, met me at my house and he's like, we think we found them. You want to ride with me over to, a couple of streets over so you can ID your stuff? Because we got the stuff from the back of their car. And I was like, yeah. So I get in this cop car and I'm putting on my seatbelt and I look at him like, because he's starting to drive. And I'm like, you not going to put on? He's like, nah, I don't wear a seatbelt. I thought, what?
Crazy, right?
He did not put on the seatbelt, driving me to identify my things and then driving me back.
Wow.
You cut to a civilian walking up to a cop car on the side of the road. Hey, excuse me, officer.
Yeah, what's going on?
I just saw you pull over in that gas station and you didn't have a seatbelt on.
Yeah, I don't wear a seatbelt.
You know that's against the law, right?
I know the law. Look, are you going to be some sort of wise guy? Is there a problem here?
There's a problem.
You want to report?
I definitely want to report. I want you to hand me your ticket book. I'm going to write you a ticket. And I'm going to walk down to the precinct because you, my sir, were driving without a seatbelt on.
Look, I patrol this whole block every day, right? I've been not wearing a seatbelt the whole time I've been a cop. I've been doing good police work the whole time I've been a cop. You think I'm going to be scared of you? Some civvy who thinks he's too big and can write his own tickets? Go ahead, take this ticket book.
Thank you. And how long did you say you were in the police force?
I've been in the police force for 7 years.
Oh, hey, baby brother, I got your call. You need to back up, baby brother? Is this
Yeah.
pulled
Yeah,
over?
he just confessed to riding around for 7 years without a seatbelt.
All right,
Gotta be a couple of felonies or something.
Oh,
Gotta be.
big fancy civilian with backup. Ooh, I'm
That's
scared
right.
of your backup.
I'm his big brother. And he called me because he said you were resisting. I got a text message. He texted me. And he said you were resisting. You weren't, complying with his orders as a civilian. And so I'm here to help back him up.
Are you threatening me right now? Is that what's happening? Two big scary civilians are gonna threaten big bad me, who's been on the police force for 7 years? I got weapons in this car you wouldn't believe.
We're not threatening you. I'm just here for backup. I mean, if you don't comply with my brother's wishes, then I may have to step in. It's not a threat. It's just the way this goes with a civilian arrest.
Yeah, big bro, you might have to call back up.
That's what I'm thinking right now. I already did it. I already sent my tweet.
Okay.
Hey, back up there, here I am, Cousin Roy.
Yeah, Cousin Roy is here.
Cousin Roy is here.
That's right.
Were you guys in the area? Why you get here so fast?
It's a family patrol. When we know our civilian brothers out here checking out stuff, when he calls, we come. That's how civilian policing works.
Yeah, you might want to step out of your car, officer.
Step on out.
On the car.
I say what?
Give me a couple of those tickets to write as well. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll step out of the car. That's no problem. I'm not scared of a couple of big hoity-toity civilians. Yeah. Out of the car. Here I am. 7 years.
Hey,
what's up?
You smell kind of alcoholic too.
You think he been drinking, baby brother?
Smell like he been drinking.
You
You might have to walk. I might need to see you walk this line, officer.
Now, let's talk about this. I'm fine with you guys calling my chief or whatever about my seatbelt, but I can't be walking the line here. I patrol this block. People know me. They see me walking the line for a bunch of big civilians. They're gonna start thinking things.
You sound drunk right now, sir.
You're not complying with my baby brother's wish? Cuz, you hear this? He's not complying.
I hear this. I'm witness all of this.
Did you taking notes back there?
He taking notes. Now, we watched you drive into that gas station without a seatbelt and come on out with some liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like you've been drinking the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we need you to lay on this ground.
Yep.
Hands behind your head.
Oh, I'll lay on the ground for some civilians. I'm not scared until he lays on the ground and they arrest him. They take him to civilian lockup that they have. He sits in the lockup for a bit before his hearing before the civilian judge.
It's a shed behind our house.
What?
It's just a shed behind our house.
Yeah, that's in a shed. Now hold on, this has gone too far. Okay, this is kidnapping, right? Like,
hey, no, it's not. Be quiet until the judge speaks to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no judge here. That's a civilian up there.
Good. Put your robe on, man. Take your button down off. Put your robe on.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. You're not respecting that. Yeah.
Okay.
You see, it's like a bathrobe. It's like it's black satin bathrobe.
All right, order in civilian court. Officer, you're being accused of multiple crimes. Do you have legal representation here?
This isn't even the legal thing.
I'm his civilian defender, sir.
Okay.
I've never seen this man before in my life. This is completely ridiculous, all right? Now, you're lucky I don't arrest you all right now.
Are you threatening?
Are you threatening us?
Threatening us? The officers of the civilian court?
Court? You know how much time to get to that?
Oh, man.
I want to speak up for my client. He doesn't know what he is saying.
Yeah.
He's an inebriated. So please do not let any of his words violate his situation.
That's right. You mess around and get sent to civilian penitentiary.
You don't want to go there.
What is civilian penitentiary? This is the court is a shed behind your house. What the heck?
And now you're assaulting the court room. Oh my God. You know what? I sentenced you to 6 years in civilian penitentiary.
6 years.
Civilian lockup.
I told you to shut up, man.
What does that mean? No. If you're my lawyer, you gotta tell me, what does that mean? What the hell is civilian penitentiary?
Civilian penitentiary is a shed behind this.
And scene.
That was a very.
Hell.
He's like, he just wanted to go on the adventure. You want to see what else happens. What else you got?
Yeah, I gotta see where this goes. What are these people gonna do? Order. Can you imagine?
No. Oh gosh. Oh, maybe they went to civilian penitentiary. Oh, yeah.
The Shadow and then Amici.
Yes.
All right, there's a little time left. I'll tell you the last time, most recent time I got cuffed. When John comes back.
There's always, man.
But yeah, while we wait on John, any other stories from either calling or being called upon by the police? You guys are you're a righteous bunch. I like it.
Yeah, it looks like you're the closest outlaw we got. Well, not really. I mean, wow.
I was gonna say I'll tell my last story about the last time I got cuffed. This is actually happened not too long ago. So I was. You may remember Gracie. It was a pit bull I was fostering for a while.
Yeah.
I was taking her out for just like a walk in the park, right? So we were in the car. She was in the back seat, and I go down my street, take a right, and if you go down my street, take a right, there's a stop sign. It's a 4-way stop. I guess I didn't stop enough when I went there, right? So I stopped, turn left, but I guess I just slowed and turned left, right? And at that point, cop was around somewhere. So they pulled me over on the street. Like, hey, you went through that stop sign. Can we get license registration? Apparently, I forgot to bring my wallet. So I didn't have my license on me.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just taking the dog out for a walk, right? And dog's in the back seat, chilling. So they asked me to step out of the car.
Oh.
Put the cuffs on me. We go back to the police car.
Oh.
Put me in the back of the car, and then they look up my information, get my name or whatever. I'm like, we can go back to my house. It's right down the road. I can get my wallet right there. It's not a problem. But so take a little bit to look up my name. The whole time, like Gracie's like, she has her head poking out the back of the car, like, what's going on? But they eventually find my info. And of course the boy's clean, right? I got got a good record. So let me go, remember to have your wallet next time. This and that.
Wow.
They left your dog alone in the car?
Yeah, I was like, man, if they were to like drive me away, like what would happen with this dog? It's just sitting in a car with the windows down, like by itself.
Man, that's cold.
That's the start of a movie. It'll come break you out.
Huh? The dog will come break him out?
It'll come break him out.
And I get a free dog as well?
Hey, free Carson here. Whoa, bonus dog.
When I was in college, my car, I brought my dog with me to this party, and a tow truck towed my truck with my dog in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you went to the party, but you left the dog in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dog wanted the party.
You had the wrong shoes on.
It was too, yeah, he didn't have the right shoes. It was too much. And I wasn't going in there for a long time.
When is the party? How you can't determine how long you're gonna be in there?
I mean, that's what I thought, right? My car got towed and they had the dog in it.
Oh my God.
The guy was so scared of the dog that he said he almost didn't tow it, but he just towed it and left it in like a little area. Yeah, and I went and paid for it and got my dog.
What were they going to do if you didn't show up for like a day? Like they would just leave the dog in the car?
It probably ended up being like one of them tow truck junkyard dogs.
The dog is ours now.
The dogs.
You know? And I'm sure they were probably, and I mean, they were terrified of him when I got there. They were all like, yeah, no one's going over by that truck, you know. But I don't think they were expecting me to show back up and pick up the car. They were hoping I was, but it was like 4 a.m. I had to get my dog back, man.
Oh, wow.
We cut to front of an art museum. Whoa. You can't bring that dog in here. That dog is not allowed in the art museum. First off, it's not dressed properly. Doesn't have the proper shoes or the attire. So
my dog, look, man, he loves Justin Bieber, man. Like he loves just give me a chance, dude. He bought 2 tickets for me and the dog.
You know, I'm not supposed to do this. You know, the usually dog day is on Thursdays, but you know, he give me 500 blue ones and I'll let him in.
$500.
500 blue museum bucks.
I don't know if I got 500.
Come on, you clearly got it on, but that shirt on and those rings, is that a championship ring right there?
Yeah, it's NBA championship ring.
Oh wow. You know, I used to ball back in my day.
Really?
Yeah. You know, back in high school and early college. Yeah, I was all state. I put up triple doubles multiple times. I got trophies all at home, sparkling. Right. I got a few rings myself. I don't wear them when I'm bouncing, you know. But
yeah. I see.
You know what? Go ahead and go on in.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead and go on in. You seem like a good guy.
Thank you, man.
That seems like a good dog.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh boy.
I ran all the way here from work because accountants get in free before 10:30.
Yeah. Do you have a briefcase with you?
Well, oh no, I think I left it. Oh my God.
Can't let you in.
No, come on. You know I'm an accountant. Wait a minute. How can you?
You could be a thief. I don't know. Accountants have briefcases.
Yeah, I usually do, but just ask me like an accounting question. Like if I don't get it right, I mean, you know, an accountant would have to get it right. You gotta ask.
All right, let me take out my calculator. We cut to an undercover car right down the street. Hey, wake up.
Okay.
I think that's the perp there, trying to get into the museum.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like they're trying to get in the museum. Man, I was having some good sleep, man.
I know. And it's my turn to get some sleep. So why don't you go ahead and go get the perp, and I'm going to knock out for a little bit, and I'll back you up after I wake up.
All right, man. All right.
Are you ready? Do you have your gun on you?
Yes, I got my gun on me, man. I was really getting some good sleep. I was on stage in my dream with Justin Bieber, man. We were dancing.
Yeah, we've been staking out this art museum for days. Bieber gets in your head after a while. Gets in your dreams.
I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I'm going to go in and see if I can get this perk.
Hey, excuse me, sorry, you guys are illegally parked here?
End scene. Yes, I love it. That is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to find out more about what we do, look up CTUNImprov on all your favorite social network platforms. CTUNimprov. That's Facebook. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. That's YouTube. That's the website, CTUNimprov.com. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Check us out. We air the show live on Wednesdays at 7. And it'll be posted on Thursdays. So check it out on your favorite platforms. Anything else from you guys?
No. We need to work on that civilian penitentiary, though. I'm real interested, man.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, then for Tandy, for Michi, for John, for myself, Antoine, that's the Can't Tell Nothing Show. We are out.